Good morning. Just doing a little weekend update on Bitcoin, just in the general move and just a little bit overview on the rest of the crypto market, really. But from yesterday to today, it is Saturday the 30th. We had the nice little regain move that we talked about, the bullish back test, the test into, mid 98, 98.5, before we saw that extra resistance. Obviously, this was the first test of resistance, so it's a potential head short. We got that really clean, really nice, moving back down into the lows in the current move. So in general, this is looking good. You've got really big support around 96K, which I think, based on liquidity as well, a little tap in there, we can see a move back up towards 97.5 at the daily open, where we have a local resistance point, all the way up towards 98K. Not expecting too much this weekend. The big changes that would effectively happen is if we start losing 96K and then the support at 95K. I think if we do that, then we should start seeing some flush out going into the Monday Open. I see that as less likely. What I'm really expecting over the weekend is just some kind of sideways, grindy, ranging behavior. Nothing too crazy in general. Looking a bit lower time frame as well. Really nice little step off, so we get the nice little drop, the grind up, the flat, the swing fail, then coming back down. So in general, it's still doing everything that we're expecting it to do. On the local move, nothing too crazy to say. Probably overdue for a little pop back to the upside on the lower time frames. Look for some regains around 96K to push it back up to test highs that we have locally from yesterday to today. But in general, the overall market still looks pretty attractive. It looks really nice. ETH BTC is running today. Bitcoin dominance is way down. ETH dominance is way up. So, as a typical move, we're seeing some nice movements from ETH. Some of the large caps alts are moving quite well. Also, a bit of a mixed bag in general, but overall, super happy with the price action. Super happy with the little test failure that we saw yesterday for that nice little quick short back to the downside. So, expect sideways grindy. Next week is definitely kicking off much more of uh, normal market conditions going into mid-December when things starts to cool off for the TradFi space. Still expecting December to be a performer for Bitcoin in general. The general move is still to the upside. I think losing the low here at 92K even would just force an 89.8K retest, where we would still look for a step off move to come back up into the zone. All this is doing, really, since we're making pretty significant, lower highs, right? This is just stacking short liquidity above us, allowing that short order book to build back up. So in general, still looking good. Any gain of this move, anything that's higher from the previous high, really 98.9K, I think that's the gain that just pushes us well through 100K. And the longer we grind out into this kind of flat move, the better. The thing that starts to break things, really, 89.8K, I think that's very, very unlikely. It is the weekend. Expect a low volume move. We see dominance is coming down. ETH is performing well. ETH BTC is performing well. So we've got some overlapping resistance here locally. So if we see some secondary failures here, like lower highs followed by a new low underneath this 96K support, we should probably get the bigger flush out back towards 92. But until then, you're still in a local upside trend with the higher time frame still up. You're just seeing that kind of localized trend failure to the upside, which is kind of squeezing. It looks very similar to what we saw in late November from the 2020 cycle. So nothing too crazy. Play the local price action. Don't get overzealous in positions. And yeah, the low time frame is pretty fun, especially from about 96K up to about 97.5, potentially up to 98K again. So watch those levels. It is the weekend. Expect it to be a fake out. And catch you guys Monday. Peace.